I've always been interested in games of chance, blackjack, stock trading, poker. I don't know why. Maybe it's about outwitting situations that so few people can outwit over the longer term. Or maybe it's the possibility of making bucket loads of cash. Or maybe it's just about being non-conventional. Who knows? But it explains why an article about game theory caught my attention over the weekend. It turns out two academics were awarded the Nobel Prize for their work on game theory and economics. Well, I was intrigued. So while sipping my espresso, I read the article. And even though the article was focused on economics, it didn't take me long to discover a surprising link between game theory and copywriting. This is interesting stuff. Because if you're a student of copywriting, please listen up. You're about to get an insight that you've probably never had before. First, a little background. Game theory, at its very basic level, is based on three scenarios. First, making a decision. Second, then forming an expectation of the outcome. Third, then predicting how others will respond to that outcome. Let's use poker as an example, and then I'll tie it in with copywriting. Most people understand poker, so it should serve to help illustrate my point quite nicely. First, a player assesses the quality of his cards. Second, he then forms a potential play based on those cards. Third, he considers which cards his opponent has. Are they weaker than his? Are they stronger? And so forth. Fourth, he considers what he thinks his opponent thinks he has. Does his opponent think his cards are stronger? Are they weaker? Is he bluffing? Now, in most home games, the complexity of game theory usually stops at this point. But the world-class professional is a different animal. He takes it many levels beyond that, starting with plays based around what my opponent thinks I have that I think he has. Say that 10 times really fast. And even beyond that. But let's get back on track. And as an example, let's use the writing of a headline. Here's how an awesome copywriter goes about it. First, the awesome copywriter gets a picture of a person in mind that represents her ideal prospect. Second, after much reflection, she crafts a headline based upon a benefit or problem she believes the market has. Third, the awesome copywriter forms an expectation of how her target prospect will react to that headline. Some possible reactions from that prospect include, I don't want this, or I don't believe this, or I've heard this before. Fourth, using her skills and anticipating the prospect's response, the awesome copywriter continually refines the headline. Perhaps she snazes up the headline with an adjective. Perhaps she inserts a proof element. Or perhaps she tones down the claim, and so on. Fifth, after tweaking the headline, the awesome copywriter yet again puts herself in the prospect's shoes and anticipates what the reaction will be. Is the headline claim still too strong? Is it too weak? Is it exciting? And does it sound magical? Based on anticipating the prospect's response, the awesome copywriter continually tweaks and refines the headline until the headline is absolutely irresistible, until the headline is precisely what the prospect wants, until the headline is absolutely believable and compelling. The lesson. Average copywriters give up way too soon. They may only go through one or two rounds of anticipating a prospect's reaction. The awesome copywriter, just like the world-class poker player, goes through as many levels as required until she wins. That is, in this example, until the headline truly sings. It's why great copywriting doesn't only take enormous skill, it takes huge amounts of time, energy, and focus. This stuff can't be rushed because, my friend, copywriting is advanced game theory, and I love it. Until next time, this is Alexi Neocleous.